Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our poetry. The first poem is My Mother at 66, written by Kamla Das. The poet in this poem highlights the poet's deep understanding of the complexities of human relationships and explores the pain and agony of her aged mother. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, the poet Kamla Das had gone to her parents' home to visit them. One Friday morning, the poet drove from her parents' home to Cochin airport in the company of her mother. I saw my mother beside me. She looked at her mother, who was sitting beside her in the car. The mother was accompanying the daughter to see her off at the airport. Doors, open mouth, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Kamla Das notices her mother. She was asleep with open mouth. She notices that her mother looked as pale and colorless as a dead body. She feels pained at the thought that she has lost vitality of life and is decaying and her end is near. And realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. Poet notices and realizes that her mother is old now and she could pass away, leaving her all alone. But soon put that thought away. The thought that struck the poet's mind, that her mother was decaying and inching towards death, disturbed her, saddened her, and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. The poet started looking out of the car because she wanted to drive away the pain and agony she experienced on seeing her old mother. The poet saw young trees running past her car. The students, you might have noticed when the car picks up speed and is running forward to its destination, the things outside the car window seems to be running fast, and so does the poet says that the young trees are running. And she notices what? She notices that the children, the happy children, they were spilling out of their homes to play. Trees and children symbolizes the spring of life, its strength, vigor and happiness contrast with the lifelessness and helplessness of mother that sets in with age. But after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, the poet reaches Cochin airport and she had to undergo a security check. She was standing a few yards away from her mother. I looked again at her, wan pale as a late winter's moon. The poet looked again at her old mother. She felt deeply sad to look at her colorless, lifeless, and pale face of her mother. Her face looked faded like the late winter's moon. As in winters the moon loses its shine and strength as it is veiled behind fog and mist, the mother's face has also lost its radiance as it is misted by old age, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. Looking at her mother, the poet's mind is filled with old familiar pain of helplessness, a fear of separation, that the death would consume her mother. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. While saying goodbye to her mother, the poet scatters a smile on her face. and her parting words, "See you soon, Amma," is a hope to meet her mother again. Her continuous smiles are her attempt to overcome the fear inside her heart. She gives a cheerful farewell to her mother before boarding the flight and wishing to see her old Amma again.